Hey everyone, Kyle once again. Welcome back to another movie review. And now, since I reviewed the original 1978 film version of Piranha, now I'm gonna do the remake, the one that was Piranha, which was released in 2010, when it first came out, it was called Piranha 3D, but here it's in the cover it's called Piranha, but it's called Piranha 3D technically. Um, it came out August 20th, 2010, and it was a really good. Honestly, it was a success overall. Um, and I do like the film, but honestly, even though I got some problems with it though, but overall I do like the film. Like I said in my previous review, there was a first remake, but it was made for television. 1995 Piranha, the same name, but was made for television. And it had the same exact story plotline of the original film. But this one here took the same title but a different plot though. You know, and I do like the original. I have not seen the television version. I just don't care for it. I'm not a fan of television remakes of films. Like they did television version remakes of Carrie and The Shining, or I think Salem's Lot had a television thing. I think I could be wrong though. But then that film. But I'm not a fan of the film. I would prefer this one over the television version. And this film was directed by Alexander how his last name it's pronounced Hodges. I forget how his last name is pronounced it wrong. I believe it's Hodges. Pardon me. And it was part of the reason why I like the film, because this guy, he directed the Hills of Ice remake, and I really, really, really do enjoy that film. And they directed Mirrors with Kiefer Sutherland. Not that I'm not that fan of Mirrors though. And then before Hills of Ice, he directed a French film called High Tension. I haven't seen High Tension though. And then he's also been a producer. He produced P2. If you heard P2, a woman in a parking garage, a business garage, And he also produced Maniac, the remake Maniac with the one starring Elijah Wood, And now recently he's Alexander Haddad he's producing a new upcoming horror film, found footage film called The Pyramid. Not exactly sure, because it's a horror found footage film. I think I know how mostly all horror found footage films gonna end the same way, But he's producing the new upcoming one of the Pyramid, called The Pyramid. So maybe I'll give it a look. Maybe when it comes on DVD though, maybe. But anyway, back to this film though. But he directed this, and which originally Chuck Russell was going to direct this. Chuck Russell, who directed the 1988 Blob remake, and Eraser and Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3, He was originally going to direct this, though. But I guess he dropped out of it, I think. So then Alexander Haddad took over. And the film surprisingly, this film got praise, and which usually with mostly horror film remakes, they all get negative reviews, But this one didn't. This one got praise enough. Maybe I think I know the reason why though, but I'll get to that in a second though. This has a 73% on Rotten Tomatoes, 1% higher than the original, but it also has much more a lower rating on IMDb. It has a 5.9 on IMDb though. And also the reason why I like the film, because I like there's well-known cast members is in this. Szohr is Elisabeth Shue. She's the lead as the sheriff, and Adam Scott is in this. He was in that film Step Brothers with Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly. Jerry O'Connell from Kangaroo Jack, Scream 2, and other films. He was in that thriller film Obsessed though, which I haven't seen though. But he's been in other films as well. Jerry O'Connell. And then Ving Rhames as the deputy Rhames is the deputy of Elisabeth Shue. He's the deputy. Stephen R. McQueen. He's the grandson of actor Steve McQueen. And Christopher Lloyd and Richard Dreyfuss is in this. And before I get to the plot, like how I'll explain how it was a box office success, but it had a $24 million budget overall. Even though it debuted at number 6 though, but it still was a success though. And overall made $83 million worldwide, which is a good success, And the 3D because it was released in 3D, I only saw it in 2D. I was not I'm not a big fan of 3D though. I just saw it in 2D though. And like I said, the film got good praise, I think. But like I said, even calls this person here, Owen Gleber, how his last name's pronounced. Entertainment Weekly calls it Jaws Gone Wild, But like I said, I'll get to that at the point in a second though. And then after that, it spawned. There was a sequel. Came out in 2012 called Piranha 3D. I know it's that's the joke, 3D or double D, But I'll do a review of that after this though. And now, well, like I said, again, back into the story that it opens up. It's in this lake called Victoria Lake in Arizona. And in the opening, Richard Dreyfuss opens up with Richard Dreyfuss. He's kind of playing. He's kind of playing the same character that he did in Jaws. He's playing like Matt Hooper, but he's called Matt Boyd though. Same first name but different last name though. He's playing almost like the same character as he did in Jaws. He has the same glasses, beanie, the coat, shirt, And he's even singing that song. He has a small radio. He's singing that song what he sang in Jaws. Show me the way to go home. He's singing it. And he's having a beer, which also the real life has a label on the beer called Anime Island. From Jaws, the town. Really enough. Okay, and I thought it was kind of a nice touch. Having those little references to Jaws. And especially Richard Dreyfuss almost kind of playing the same character. An older age of the same character. But he's out with catching fish, and then this earthquake happens, and the floor I'm not saying ocean floor, like the river floor or whatever, the ground splits, and then it causes a whirlpool, It causes a whirlpool. Richard Dreyfuss, he comes to tries to start the boat, and then the piranhas come up from underground, going up the whirlpool, and he falls in, and they attack him to kill him, and then get the opening title, and you see his hand, just chewed up hand, pop up and sink back in, and then and there's also during spring break, we have all these these teenagers, And Elisabeth Shue was he technically with one team was drunk. I guess he was drunk. He his car ran into one of those meters. And the guy's touching her is touching an officer's uniform is considered assault. And tells her again. He goes and handcuffs him, and I was gets on the taser you boys take one more step, you'll be pissing light bulbs in the next week. And I like Elisabeth Shue. I thought she was good in it, and then Stephen R. McQueen, he plays as her son, and when he's at home, before that he has to pick up his sister, and who's talking to one of the actresses who was this really a pornographic actress, and Jerry O'Connell, he's the director, This director made all kinds of pornographic videos, and he offers Stephen R. McQueen as Jake, offers him a job to take him on a boat and show him around the lake, where he can shoot his videos, offers him the job, And then, but when at home, Elisabeth Shue tells me he has to babysit his younger sister and brother, But of course, the next day he gives him money to stay at the house, while he goes out there, But of course, the kids they don't stay there. They go out canoeing, hoping the brother was gonna catch fish though. But they get stranded on a little island on there while they've got to untie the boat. And then let's see, well, Richard. During the night, Elisabeth Shue and Ving Rhames, they're all searching for Richard Dreyfuss. They find his boat, and Elisabeth Shue reaches for her. She falls in, then his chewed up body pops up next to her, and thinking what kind of the propeller, and Ving Rhames like, look at the bones, nothing's broken, and they wonder what could have done something like that to him, and. But then they also have a diving expedition, coming out on the next day. While Adam Scott is leading it. They're out there. Him, his group is about to dive in and explore that big split on the ground that was caused by the earthquake. And one of the diving members is Dina Meyer, who was in Starship Troopers and Bats. She plays one of the team members. So as they do, they dive in, explore inside the rift. I think it was called a rift. The one of the guys named Sam. He goes in. He sees it's a big underwater cave, and there's a whole bunch of golden orbs which they know, but it's eggs, so it contains many baby piranhas, and he goes out to touch one, and one bits him, and so something bit me, and he opens up one of those underwater flares, and there's just thousands surround him. They attack him, so he's screaming and Dina Meyer tries to swim back, and they kill her. They chew her up, and Adam Scott pulls her chewed up body out of the water, and there's one piranha that's flailing on the boat, And I'm gonna stop right here, and then I'm gonna get to this into the second part here. So stay tuned for part 2.